What up? It's the real Keith. Any other fabrication of your imagination. And I'm back with another Rekkyou Sensen Chapter review, chapter 30. And the chapter starts where the arena is and it's completely wrecked. And come to find out, after every match when the arena is wrecked, Diana repairs it. And they're preparing to start the next round. They announce they're gonna start the 6th match and everyone is wondering what happened to the 5th match. And they explain why they had to skip that match. And then we go into the back and we see Hasuchi and they tell him he has a visitor. And that visitor is Luca. Luca asks Hasuchi, does he want to watch the next fight with him? And Luca asks Hasuchi why did he step in to stop the fight between Norway and France. And they both pretty much had the same idea on why they went. And it was because they heard something and didn't want something to happen, and they both got scolded at. They have things in common and they seem to be hitting it off. And then the fight is about to start and they announce the Russian proxy hero Mikhail. He's the generation of beasts with a resonance rate of 96%. And it seems like most people in his country didn't even know they had a proxy hero, which is crazy. Y'all the biggest country on the goddamn planet. Y'all should be birthing multiple proxy heroes. And we find out that Mikhail is a part of the FSG, which is pretty much the Russian Secret Service. And he was in the secret part of the Secret Service on a group called Yoke. But since everything has been revealed, he can no longer go back into his unit. And he's the oldest one we've seen so far at the age of 19. And the announcers hype up how massive Russia actually is. And Hasuchi is shocked to find out he is a father and is married. And then they introduce Vietnam's proxy hero, Luong Tao. And she's the generation of minerals with a resonance rate of 75%. And I don't know if she's extremely short or if Mikhail is extremely tall, but they say she looks very small compared to him. And she is the Vietnamese president's younger sister. I would never understand why they send out their family members in a death match. And then they give us a little backstory about Vietnam. And for many years, Vietnam was plagued by internal conflict over resources. And the now presiding president was the leader of the paramilitary organization that overthrew the government and rebuilt the region. And people think that Luong Tao is just living in her sister's shadow as an add-on. And she tells everyone to shut up. She doesn't care about being the extra and doesn't need to stand out as long as we're talking about her sister. It's fine. The country we aim for is not a country where weapons make a name for themselves. And Selma says they're all so admirable. And then the fight begins. Luong speed blitz Mikhail and end up behind him, hitting him with her tonfas, but he was able to dodge it and put some distance between them. Luong points her tonfa at him, and the next thing you know, it's a big boom. It seems like her tonfa is also a gun. He survived though, but it did cause some damage to his arm. And they tell us that Luong is the fastest proxy hero that we've seen so far. And her being so small is an advantage. And then we see Gopher and he says combat experience, physique, resonance rate, sex-based differences, muscle mass. Even at a glance, the Russian is clearly superior. But on Earth, the animals that usually survive extinction are the smaller ones. So in this fight, which one will survive, I wonder? And that's where the chapter ends. There wasn't really much going on this chapter. It was cool to see Luca and Hasuchi become friends. I actually like Luca. He is probably my second favorite proxy hero. And we got a little history on Luong. I actually like her tonfa weapon. That's a gun too. She probably has my favorite weapon, and then Hasuchi's next. But that's all I got for you today. For more Rekkyou Sensen Chapter reviews, and if you like versus battles, like, share, subscribe, and comment. It doesn't cost you a dime while it costs me time. Follow Universal Debates on Facebook and follow my other pages because sometimes my videos get taken down. And one video you might not be able to find here, you can find somewhere else. I also created a subreddit for all the tournament style media like Record of Ragnarok, Tenkaichi, Majo Tyson, etc. All links in the description.